What I have here is a jar I can't open. Oh, shit.
This is definitely not scripted, folks.
No. Welcome back, you awesome people, to Cocktails and Consoles. It's Melissa, and I'm so excited. It's Just Respond!
Come on, bitches.
What's up?
Woo! What is up, gentlemen?
Not much. Just, kind of pushing through some work here and getting as much done as we can before we move. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. If you guys haven't heard, they're coming to my neck of the woods, Northern California, and I'm so psyched. If you guys have not seen their channel, please, God, click the link. Go check them out. They are so hilarious. I think I actually met you guys through Soar Gamers. Was how we originally met.
Yeah. It was through Soar. That was what, 4 months ago? 5 months?
I don't. Ever since doing YouTube, I've lost track of time.
Right. I don't remember what day we started.
No, I remember that.
I know we were about 3-4 months into it when we finally met Soar Gamers and you. So, and that was a long, rocky 3 months.
It was like this stretch where we kind of sort of lost a little bit of whatever it was.
Yeah, because we started, and in our first week we hit 10 subs, and we're like, all right, this can happen. And then 3 months later, we're at 10 subs, and I'm like, we're dead.
Have you guys noticed that too? Like, there are periods in YouTube you'll have either like explosive growth or you'll have nothing, and it's so terrifying.
Like right now we're stuck at 72, but like I said, lack of content, with all the problems we've been having with the internet and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, out of nowhere we jumped in like 2 days up to 21. And then over like the next month, we're at like 75, and it's like, holy shit, people watch this.
We've got 72 people that like what we do.
Doesn't it blow your mind?
And most of them are not friends anymore that owed us a favor.
That was a good chunk of my subscriber base, was family who I bribed and the couple of friends that I had.
Right. Yeah. I called in a few favors. I'm like, you remember that one time?
You remember I saved your life? Sub, bitch.
Right.
Hey, bro, you remember when I plugged your book?
Nope.
Oh, that's right. You guys did that interview with the author. How'd that go?
Well, the interview went great, but then our audio got corrupted.
Oh, no.
So we lost all the footage. We're actually getting ready to reshoot that with him now.
Great.
He's also the lead singer of Anubis Unit, who you guys have heard us talk about a little bit. It's a metal band from Bellingham here. And we're going to be doing an interview with that whole band before we leave, too. So,
that is so cool.
we posted a bunch of pictures on our Facebook and our whatnot of us on stage with them at the concert and everything like that. Just plugging the hell out of them. Yeah, it was a good time.
We had a blast that night. That was like the best night ever.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And I love the fact that not only you guys, you're building a community in YouTube, but you're actually connecting to your community in Washington. You guys have gotten recognized, haven't you?
Right, yeah. Actually, speaking about that, I almost lost my mind a few weeks ago. I went to the Billy Joel concert.
Oh,
and
yeah.
somebody actually noticed me in line when I was getting ready to go in. Some dude just ran up to me, dude, I love your videos. Holy shit.
You're like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
I'm jealous. I can't even get recognized at the liquor store, and I'm there every week. I have to tell them, like, no, really, I have a show on YouTube where I make cocktails. I'm not a raging alcoholic. Well, what got you guys started on YouTube?
It was all him, really.
Yeah, basically, I was like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I think I'm going to try it.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of my attempted videos in, you were like, dude, you can't do this solo.
It is hard.
So I started asking him what he's doing. He's like, I'm doing Let's Plays. And I'm like, what the fuck is a Let's Play?
Right.
I play video games and people watch me. I'm like, how fucking stupid is that?
I had the same thought, like,
And
who
he's
would
like,
watch
no,
this?
dude, it's really, really fun. I was like, dude, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. He's like, no, you gotta sit and watch. So he sat and made me watch a few of the bigger YouTubers that he watches. I don't want to do name dropping or anything like that, but some of the bigger guys, we all know who they are.
Right.
Pretty sure we all know who
They're
they
all
are.
over my playlist,
But,
yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, so now I kind of get it. This is actually pretty cool. And So he's like, well, why don't we start with Twitch? And I was like, okay. So we started by playing Borderlands 2 on Twitch.
Nice.
And that actually got pretty popular. I mean, within a few days, we're like 20, 30 followers and everything like that. And then I don't know what the hell happened. We had some computer issues or something, and we quit doing it for a while. And the idea just kind of went to the back burner, and then
life basically happened.
Right.
As it does. Mm-hmm.
And then last year we finally moved back in with each other, and we're like, well, fuck it, let's do it. And just kind of went from there. I spent like $400 or $500 on new equipment to get going with it, and then next thing you know, I'm $3,000 into my new computer.
Yep.
You know? So, and then yeah, it just kind of went from there, and we pretty much just try to turn the camera on and do what we do when the camera's off. So
yeah.
I mean, that is literally us. That's what we do. You know?
Straight down to me dropping into a hyper focus.
It totally happens, especially you got someone else there helping with commentary.
Right.
You're like, yes, I don't have to talk. I can just play.
He never talks and I never shut up, so it kind of works out.
There are moments. I've always had my moments where I couldn't stop. But
right.
Something I want to say about you guys, like, in front of the camera, behind the camera, you guys are the same guys.
Right. And that's what we try to bring to the tables. We want people to know that this is us. If you see us in public, this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm kind of curious. Are you guys looking to do streaming again, either on Twitch or on YouTube?
We started a while back, and we were actually doing all right with it. But time frame with his job and my schedule with my daughter, because I got joint custody, so I get my daughter, like literally half the day.
Oh.
Every day. So it's just it was kind of not matching up very well.
Yeah.
So we're hoping once we get moved, we might be able to set that back up again. Maybe get him a job with a set schedule. So, but yeah, we would love to start streaming again. I absolutely love streaming. I much prefer doing it live over recording.
When you get people in the chat room.
Right. It's the
interaction.
It's the people actually involved and all that good stuff. So
the challenge I had with making a cocktail for you guys. So the guidance that they gave me is they love Kraken rum, which I gotta admit, this is one of my most favorite bottles. I love the design on this. The challenge is, what the fuck do I do with it? So I got to the point, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take the background, your logo, that, black to blue to white. I'm gonna get a drink to do that. And it'll be like just respond, from the deep. The challenge is there is a shockingly limited number of blue anything that you can add to a drink. So we are using the bartender's worst nightmare, blue curacao.
Oh God.
Now how do we bridge between these two? Lime and the coconut.
Yay!
So what I have here on the first take is I blitzed together some ice, some limeade, and some cream of coconut, just to get us started.
I love coconut, so this is starting out good.
Oh, good. So it's going to have a lot of the same appeal like a pina colada, but with a little bit more kick. So it's kind of like a mix between a pina colada and a Mai Tai.
Oh, nice.
And how we're going to layer this. So
last time I had Mai Tais, that was an interesting story.
So kind of like a peanut tie?
A peanut tie. So into any glass that you want, I'm pouring in the first part of the base because we're going to take the remaining of this and we're going to add in the blue curacao. So now what this is going to do is it's going to water it down a bit so it'll start to bleed through that white. Yeah.
She's fancy with it.
And still at least try to stay on top. Dude, oh my God, I still remember when you decided to play, what was that, Slitherio?
Yep, Slither.io, yes.
Oh my God.
With the full-size morphine drips.
Man.
Shall we share that story?
The fall.
I was about, 12 beers in when we came up with the idea of doing a drunk Slither?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, we should do it. I was like, all right, well, what are we going to do? He goes, I don't know. What do we got? I said, we've got Skull Vodka and Surge. And then I talked to you about it, and you're like, yeah, that's a slow morphine trip. All right, fair enough, we'll do it. So we set it up like a Jaeger bomb, drop the shot and pound it. And every time I died, I needed to take one. And we did 2 episodes in one recording, and I think I was 10 shots in within like 5 minutes. Oh, and it just tanked from there.
It was about 20 minutes. We ended up having to split it into 2 episodes.
Right.
Yeah, the second one was only like, 5, 6 minutes long?
I believe I fell out of my chair once.
You did.
I
literally had my hand on my phone about ready to type 9-1. I'm like, because this is a normal person shot. This is what he was drinking.
Oh, yeah. No joke. Do not drink like that, people. It's a bad idea.
It was, yeah.
No, the fun part of that story was after recording, I went outside for a cigarette, and I wasn't feeling sick or anything like that. I hold my liquor really well.
Did it catch up with you?
But I tripped over a step, and I landed on the top step right on my gut, and I spewed surge all over the porch. It was awful.
Hashtag not sponsored. Wow. So thankfully, the liquor content in this one is not quite that strong. So it's something you guys will be able to drink while, and let's see if I can get this in both frames. What you can drink while, filming, just kind of relaxing.
Just treat this like blackjack as you're pouring that.
A little bit. Oh, it worked. Yay. And there you have it.
Nice.
Now, you guys probably know this because you drink, you've had Mai Tais before. For those of you guys who have not had Mai Tais or anything like a Mai Tai, stir this first. Otherwise, you are just getting a mouthful of rum, and I've made that mistake twice.
Put it this way, I'm actually blind in one eye. So if
Really?
it ever looks like I'm not actually looking at the camera, it's because I can only see out of my left side.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I had a hole stepped in my eye with plumber's strap when I was working as a plumber a few years back.
What?
Yep. We were putting up like this 15-foot length of pipe underneath the house that was going from a hot water tank out the back of the house to the blowout valve. And the plumber dropped it, and I dropped my hand, and the plumber strap just bounced and stuck right in my eye. I actually got a scar right underneath the iris. You can actually see it.
Oh my
cool.
gosh. I would not have known that. So it's just like, is your eye fine, but like the nerve is severed, or?
It's not so much that it just did enough damage in the back that everything's like really blurry. I mean, I can make out shapes, but I can't really see out of it, yeah? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Hurt like hell, though, I'll tell you that much. The first time it stabbed me, because it kind of, it's that metal strap.
The first time?
It's that metal strap you wrap around pipes.
Mm-hmm.
So it bounced.
Oh.
Stabbed in the first time, and that was no big deal. I didn't even feel it. But the second time, it actually hit the nerve.
Oh,
so
okay.
it literally went all the way through my eye. Yeah. Well, I like how you added in there that, these non-alcoholic options. That's actually a pretty cool thing.
Thank you. Oh, that reminds me. So to do this non-alcoholic,
don't invite me.
Yeah.
use blue dye and then pour Coke on top. It won't be quite the same flavor, but it's fairly similar.
Still sounds pretty tasty, though.
Oh, it is.
But as far as you talking about the variety of the channel, that's something that has been our goal since the beginning. We do not want to be just another gamer channel. We have plans for like skit comedy, and we've mentioned doing the new parody songs that we're working on, which will take some time, but we're gonna get on that.
Right.
But we do have a special video coming probably in September, October. We talked to you about this a little bit before the recording. We don't want to ruin anything, but it's going to be our goodbye to Washington, and it's going to be our most intense video yet. There's choreography, there's professional film crew, there's backups, and also people. It's going to be a big thing, and we want to make it as funny as hell, and as best we can do. And then once we get down to California, get set up permanent, we're going to start working on getting our own new cameras in and continue that on. Because we want more than just sitting here doing the same thing over and over again. It's fun, but it gets boring after a while. People want to see new stuff. So.
No.
Right.
Yeah, it's very true. And you guys are just, so naturally fun to talk to. Meeting you guys on the podcast, I'm like, I liked watching your videos before, but just the chance of interacting with you guys, I'm like, I love these guys. I want to talk to them all the time.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. You see the difference when there's actual interaction.
Yes.
It's just so much more fluid, just more off the cuff.
It's natural.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's always going to be fun sitting down talking shit while we play games, but, we want to do bigger, better things,
Totally. And I know you guys are going to do it too. And I think it's been the missing piece of the gaming or YouTube gaming that I'm glad to see people are starting to bridge is breaking through that monitor where you're not playing a game and someone else is watching it, where you're actually playing games. Like, that's the whole point of a game. Is you can play by yourself and it's all right, but when you play with other people, it's fun. And how do you bridge that gap?
Right. We're trying a few things now. Like, we just started a series on Mad Max. That video is currently being edited right now. But we're actually asking input from the viewers at the end of the decisions and stuff like that. So we're trying to find new and interesting ways that we can do that. I just don't have the technical know-how like a couple other channels we hang out with and the things they were able to do.
I know, right?
But yeah, we're working on that.
So guys, thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for being so patient while I figured out the timing, all this. I did not realize how many people would say yes when I pitched this idea to them. Right. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys loved the cocktail. Any recommendations you guys have on that? I hope you guys love the cocktail as well. Let me know what you think. Please go check these guys out. Please. They are just the most joyous people to interact with. You'll find them on their channel. They're chatty there. If you're ever on Twitch's podcast, generally one of us are there. Right. And they're so fun. They bring that human connection to YouTube gaming that makes it all so enjoyable. And guys, thank you. I cannot wait until you're in the area. We're gonna do lunch. We're gonna do shots.
Yes. Well, thank you for having us. It's been amazing. Thank you for taking the time and doing a cocktail for us. That's like the coolest thing ever.
I'm so happy to. I'm glad it turned out. Thank you guys, and I will catch you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Come on, bitches.
Cheers.